Today, I'm talking about being uncomfortable. We avoid so many things in our lives because we don't want to be uncomfortable. Whether you realize this is happening or not, I promise it's happening. We all do it. Our ego's number one job is to keep us safe. And that's why many of us live inside of a lot of control and certainty in order to keep ourselves safe. And so what that means is we get stagnant in our lives and in what's possible because we try to keep everything the same so that we have certainty about what's going to happen, and control it. And that gives us the illusion that like we have control of everything that's going to happen in our lives, which gives us the sense of safety. And so we spend a lot of time in resistance and in avoidance to being uncomfortable. And the thing is, when you step into discomfort, when you allow it to be here and you are with it, you experience the uncomfortableness, allow it to be here. It's like, woo, I feel uncomfortable. Oh, there's this thing in my life that I'm avoiding because it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for me. You know, it could be something as simple as having a certain conversation with somebody that you feel like is going to be uncomfortable. And so you avoid having the conversation. Could be something bigger, you know, taking action on something in your life that you really want to do, but it feels uncomfortable. There's a little bit of fear there. It feels a little bit scary. And so you don't take the step because you're avoiding the feeling of uncomfortableness. That's all it is. And every time you get uncomfortable, every time you allow the uncomfortableness to be here, to experience with it, be with it, you are growing and expanding and evolving every single time, right? Because you're uncomfortable because it's something new. It's something that you might not actually have 100% certainty on what the result of that thing is going to be if you step into the uncomfortableness. It's like even having the conversation with a friend or something, or whoever it is, your partner, a family member, right? It might feel uncomfortable because you don't know what the result of the conversation is going to be. And so we avoid all of these parts of ourselves, and we avoid and resist expanding into higher potentials and possibilities for our lives and for our world, because we are avoiding being uncomfortable. That's all it is. That is all it is that we do not want to be uncomfortable. I mean, this is like prevalent in everybody's life. I can promise you could probably find a few things right now in your life today, regardless of what you're doing, that you are avoiding. There are things in your life that you are avoiding and resisting because you don't want to get uncomfortable. If you want to grow and expand into more of the fullness of who you are, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. Every time you do that, right? Like you're expanding into something new. You're opening a part of yourself that maybe you've been avoiding it your whole life. Maybe you didn't even know it existed. You're expanding. You're into something more every time you do that. It's like, somebody's scared to get on stage and speak to a bunch of people. Why is that person scared? Well, probably because if you're new to it, it's new. You've never done it before. So it feels uncomfortable, but there's expansion. You're expanding into something new. And you have no idea. And so part of that is being okay with uncertainty and the unknown. And I can promise you from my own life experience that being in the unknown, being in uncertainty, and being uncomfortable is where magic happens. It's where miracles happen. It's where life gets juicy and interesting and blissed out and radically alive. You feel more alive as you're growing and stepping into this uncomfortableness. You will start to feel more alive. This is where you really feel alive and blissed out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video and sending you love, bliss, and peace.